everyone, I'm shooting another Get Ready With Me today on this look. I used a little bit of Josie Maran foundation, focusing on the Colourpop Bare Necessities eyeshadow palette and a Revlon lip that I just knocked on the floor. So if you are interested in getting ready with me, please keep watching. Alright, so we're going to get started by, of course, putting some foundation on. I've already used my sunscreen. I just want to give another shout out to the Josie Maran sunscreen. I was outside in the sun all day at senior day and I didn't get burned at all, so that was really cool yesterday. Okay, so I am using today actually the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation. This was either my sister's or my mother's. I don't know whose it was, but the shade I have is Mystical, which is pretty okay. I mix a little of my, as my usual, my Drunk Elephant DeBronzi. But I really actually have been loving this foundation. This is probably the 4th day I've used it. Just mixing on the back of my hand. The 4th day I've used it, and yesterday, like I said, I was outside in the sun all day. I was wearing a mask for most of the time, and this foundation held up very well, and where it wore off beautifully. So I know everyone's always looking for a foundation that will last a long time, and certainly I want that, but if it's going to wear off, I don't want it to wear off in such a way that it's like obvious it's worn off on my cheek and it hasn't worn off on my forehead. So this one just wore off really well, and there was a little bit of makeup in my mask. I probably shouldn't have worn any, but I knew at different points I'd be taking my mask off because I eventually sat and ate lunch with 2 of my friends after we were outside, and anyway, I'd be drinking water, stuff like that, so my mask was going to come up. So I did put makeup on, but this wore just so well. I was so impressed. So I'm just going to blend this all in. So the lighting here seems a little bit off. I have some natural light coming from a window back here, and I have my usual 3 lights in front of me, but I don't know how bright, you know, how this is going to look. So anyway, I'm just adding a little bit more. Okay, so I was meaning to put it on a primer. I just want to show you the one I've been really liking. It's the Hard Candy Smoothing Primer, and I got this, let's say it together, from Emily Noel. This suggestion, she said it was the most similar to the Tatcha Smooth Canvas primer, which I haven't used, but I will say that this works very well to get rid of pores. I forgot to put it on today, but I do really like it. So I always do my face makeup and then my eyes. I know some people do it the opposite way, but I just can't figure it out, to be totally honest with you. Okay, so the concealer I'm using is the e.l.f. Hydrating Concealer, and I have the color Light Sand. I had a hard time picking a color in this because the color that I thought would work a little bit better was very pink, and then this one is very yellow, but it ends up working. So I've been really trying to tap out concealer with my fingers and then use a blender of some kind, a sponge. I just find that the coverage is a little bit better. I do have some under eye darkness. If anybody has a really good corrector, I'm really looking for one. I have used in the past the Bobbi Brown one. I find it a little bit thick. I tried the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I got the color medium and that was too dark, so I think I probably need to go back and try the color light. But if anybody has a really good one, I'm trying to think. The only other one that I have, I actually hit pan on, which is a huge deal for me, and it was the Tarte CC corrector, which I really thought they like got rid of because I've had that for just so many years. I bought it on QVC actually. So, which let me talk about QVC in just a second. But that one worked well. I don't think it's like the best corrector ever, but it does really work well. Like I could use it and not use a concealer afterwards. So sometimes I do use that, but I'm kind of looking for a thin concealer that will cancel out my under eye circles, and then I can put whatever concealer I want. So if you have any suggestions, I'd love to have them. So let's talk about QVC. So probably my well, how do I say this? My overspending in makeup. I'm using the, again, mirrored finish Boots number 7 Lift and Luminate Triple Action Translucent Finishing Powder. Really long name. Here's what I think about this, and then I'll get back to QVC. I've used this with a brush and I didn't like it, but I do like dipping my sponge into it and then setting my under eye. And this is the only powder I've ever done that with, and I like it. So QVC. QVC has amazing deals on beauty. I love it. And I was, you know, at the ripe old age of 22 watching QVC, getting my beauty. It started with Bare Minerals. I love that brand. And they have really good deals and really good sets, and I could get some good stuff. Problem, they let you use Easy Pay. So you get like a $100 set and you're only paying $20 a month, and it sounds awesome, except when you buy 5 of those sets. So I love QVC, but QVC did assist me on my path to buying too much stuff. So anyway, I don't know what I was saying before, but we're just gonna keep going. So this is the Fenty Beauty Mirrored Finish Bronzer in Showbiz. I have been really liking this since I used it the other day. So there we go. But if there is a brand of makeup that you already like and you're looking for replacements, I do think QVC has some good stuff. They just make you pay shipping, which, I mean, shipping costs money. So part of me understands it, but I really would rather buy when the shipping is free. So they do have certain times of the year where shipping is free, and it's a good time to stock up. And they especially have some supersized items, so it helps some packaging and shipping costs. If there's something that you use often, you can get like a supersize of it, like a shampoo or conditioner or, you know, a sunscreen. So I'm so rude. I didn't even ask how everyone was today. Not that you can answer. I'm just here by myself, talking to myself. My kids are playing upstairs. I told them we let them watch iPads for 2 hours a day because I'd like to not go crazy. So today, they get the 2 hours anyway because it will be a cold day in hell where I take those iPad times away because it is my saving grace. But this is the Fenty Hustle Baby and Me Money. But today I told them that they had to earn their iPad time by going outside and picking up all the stuff in the grass so my husband could mow the lawn. And it worked like a charm. Highly recommend if you have some kids. Pretend sometimes that they have to earn stuff. Okay, so this is my base. I'm tutoring today, so I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I've been having eyebrow issues. Do you see this? Do you see this hole in my brow? It just happened. I don't know what I did to myself, but I'm gonna fix that. The only thing I found to fix it, shockingly, was the Gimme Brow by Benefit. Nothing else would fill in that little spot. And I used a lot of different things. One day, my friend Allison was over, and I probably put like 7 different brow products in my brows, and the Gimme Brow was the only thing I was able to fix it with. So I'm just going to do my brows, and then I'll be right back. So if you're like me and you have this problem, like I said, I just took the Gimme Brow. This is in shade number 5. I used the Kabrow before, sorry if I didn't mention it. And I'm just going to literally just, sorry for my hand here, but I'm just going to stamp it right in the spot with the tip. And is it gone? It looks gone to me. And then I'll just brush through my brows with whatever's left on here. Okay, I think we're going to call that a day. I need to have a brow intervention with myself and others. I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I gotta let it go. I got stuff to do. Okay, so now let's do some eye makeup. So I'm going to film another video, which is the, what is it called? The Palette Tag by Samantha March and Allie Glines. Both of them I love. If you haven't followed them, they're really great. And they go through all their palettes, and makeup palettes are like, makeup eyeshadow palettes are my absolute favorite thing. And as my son calls them, they are my toys. I love them. So because I'm filming that video later, I want to use one of the palettes. And the one that I'm going to use today is the Colourpop. I'm sorry, I'm just using the Milani. I forgot that I'm trying to show you what makeup I'm using. This is the Milani eyeshadow primer. I love it. Anyway, the palette I'm going to use today is the Bare Necessities palette by Colourpop. It's one of the palettes that I'll feature in that video. And I really like it. My sister bought it for me very generously for Christmas, along with a whole mess of other makeup. It was actually a really exciting gift. And today I'm going to use this. I find this palette is wonderful. It really is. It has so many colors. I will tell you on camera, it didn't pick up the variety of shades. I remember when I first saw this, I wasn't sure if I wanted it, and I'm so glad that she bought it for me. I will say that it is a palette that when I look at it, I'm like, whatever. And then when I do an eye look with it, I love it every time. So I think I'm going to go a little bit warmer today. So I'm going to be focusing mainly in this area. And I'll tell you the shade names as I go. So I'm going to start things off with Hot Gossip, which will just be a transition shade. It's in the rosier of the transition shades, of the colors in the palette, but I like the undertone of it. So I've been thinking a lot about wearing masks and doing makeup. Because next year when I teach, I'm not sure if we're going to be wearing masks or if we're going to be wearing face shields. I have thoughts about both. I cannot imagine teaching with a mask on. I use my face when I teach, you know, sometimes to give the look that you need to give, but certainly, you know, I think we need our whole face to communicate. And I saw this yesterday. Yesterday we were all outside saying bye to the seniors. All of us were wearing masks and we had sunglasses on. And there were kids who couldn't recognize me because I was like, my face was totally covered. But I'm like sitting there smiling at them and they have no idea that I'm smiling at them because it's behind a mask. And I'm trying to show with my eyes that I'm smiling, but I don't know how to do that. I can't imagine teaching like that because I think a lot of what I do when I teach, whether knowingly or not, is to communicate with my face, nonverbal cues. And I do talk to my students about reading body language and reading facial expressions, and the idea of them not seeing my facial expression while I'm teaching them, that would be weird. Maybe I'll film a video and I'll be by myself and I could do that. The next color I'm going to take is Hot, I think it's called right here. Okay, sorry, just had to answer a phone call. I'm not sure if anything is different lighting wise or whatever, but we're just going to continue. So what I was saying is I'm not sure how I'm going to teach. I'm using the color Hot. I'm not sure how we're going to teach with our faces covered. So then my superintendent suggested that we might wear face shields, which I think is probably better because you can see my face. I don't know what the safety situation is with masks versus shields, although my superintendent is pretty great about, you know, making sure we don't take any unnecessary risks. He's very conservative in that way, and that's, you know, helpful when you're dealing with a pretty large school district. But then I'm worried about my hair. These are such stupid worries, by the way. None of this matters. I'm here to tell you, like, I know this, but I don't know. The idea of putting this stuff on for school is just so, well, it's just so stupid now that I say it out loud. So I'm going to stop this conversation because I'm feeling dumb. Okay, moving on. Now, best part about this palette are the shimmers. Which one do I use? This is Fuzzy. This one's Genie. Let's use both. Okay, I'm going to put Fuzzy a little bit over to the outer part. My lighting is very weird today. I don't know what's going on. And then I'm going to put Genie towards the front. I said this before, I'll say it again. I always put shimmers on with my fingers. And then if I remember to, I blend. But I just find this works so much better than a flat brush. Alright, so how does this look? That side's a little more gold than this side, so let me just fix that. Let's see if I can get it to be even. More even. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Let's do the lower lash line. So I've been trying to do my hair more naturally. This splendid number here is I did my hair and I jumped into the pool. I let my hair be wet in the pool I usually keep it above the water. And this is what we're left with. You know, you'd think I would do my hair. I remember Jaclyn Hill so many years ago saying, you know, I'm totally fine doing a complete makeup face and then putting my hair in a messy knot. And I am starting to really appreciate that, because although I like my hair, I'm a fan of having hair, I seem to not care so much about it when I come on camera here. Okay, so the two colors I just put were Hot Gossip and then Tabloid in the lower lid. Lower lash line. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna put a little bit of eyeliner on. I feel like I've been really struggling with eyeliner lately, and I don't know if it's the way my mirror is set up in relation to my hand. I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm going to try today to use a smaller mirror in front of me and see if I can angle it a little bit better. I wear contacts. I'm super, super blind, have a ridiculous astigmatism. So if I'm not wearing my contacts and I'm trying to put my makeup on, it's an exciting situation. So let's see what happens. Breaking news. When you can see your face, it's easier to put makeup on. I'm here to give you all the tips. That was so easy. All right, so my friend went into Sephora the other day. Rudely did not invite me. I'm talking to you. But she said Sephora, like, everything is put away as it should be to keep people safe. And you can only buy the makeup in the packages, but you can't touch anything, you can't try anything. And I know that is the reality that we are in, but it's one of the reasons I like shopping at Sephora. So anyway, I'm speaking of Sephora because I have this Pat McGrath mascara. It's called Fetisheyes. And I got this in a Sephora collection that had probably 10 mascaras in it. I bought it for my mother-in-law for Christmas, and then I just separated. I think I bought a couple sets and I separated like different mascaras for different kinds of people. What I love is Sephora collection, especially during the holidays, will really discount their like box sets. I got the Fenty Beauty highlight in this one set that was originally like $75 and I got it for $30, and the mascara set I had originally bought it full price, and like 2 weeks later it was on mega sale, like 50% off, and it might have even been with an extra 20 because of a coupon. So I would keep an eye out on those Sephora collection kits, because I think they do curate great bundles, and then sometimes they put them on sale. So this was a really light, I'm not really pressing into my lashes, but I want you to look at the difference. Lash versus no lash. And again, let me just see if I can fix my lighting a little bit. Lash versus no lash. Some of my friends don't use mascara. They put makeup on, they don't put mascara on. And that is crazy to me, because I think mascara, like, I am having a mess here, but anyway, I think mascara has such a profound impact on how your eyes look. Now, I am blessed with lashes that naturally go up. I'm sorry, I apologize in advance. I know a lot of people have downward facing eyelashes and really short eyelashes, and I'm sorry for that. A really great serum is the Grande Lash Serum. I love it. It did wonders for my eyelashes when I used it consistently. I haven't really been using it consistently, but it's great. But if you have downward facing lashes, like a quick curl is good. Don't curl your lashes when you have mascara on already. You'll rip those little puppies out unless you're really careful. I don't use an eyelash curler, but I would if my lashes face down. I think mascara has such a profound difference. So like if I'm just trying to get a quick makeup job done, I'm going to use mascara. I'm going to do my brows. I'm going to put a lipstick on. If I need to look good, I'm going to put bright lipstick on, because I'll distract people from the rest of my face. Speaking of lips, I'm going to use the Laneige sleeping mask because my lips are dry. But I would really recommend that you find a mascara that works. This mascara, I think, has been working very well. It hasn't flaked on me. It hasn't run on me. It is not waterproof, as I found out when I jumped into the pool yesterday, but it's great for everyday wear. And then at the bottom, I'm using the Clump Crusher, CoverGirl Clump Crusher Water Resistant at the bottom. I like this. I have a tube of the Thrive Cosmetics, and I'm so excited to use that one, but I just wanted to finish this one up. So I want you to notice I'm not wiping off that mascara spot yet that I have on my face. I'm trying to let it dry so that I can take it off really easily, but I'll do that right on camera so you can see. All right, so let's pick a lip color. So the lip color I'm gonna use is this Revlon something. This is called Arabica, and it's a really great shade. I love it because it's like an easy shade to wear. It's very, very comfortable. Gives a little bit of drama, but not too much. And it's whatever this is. I'll find the official name and I'll link it below. All right, so let's clean up my messes and then we'll be done. So wish me luck, because this was a big one. Let's see. Oh, I didn't let it dry long enough. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that fancy trick I just learned, which is to use a mirror. So smart. That's why they pay me the big bucks. The last thing I'm going to do is just pop in some inner corner highlight. I've really been loving this Thrive Cosmetics color. It's called the Brilliant Eye Brightener, and the color I have is Stella. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I think, and I am debating joining BoxyCharm again because I have some favorite makeup from BoxyCharm. Maybe I can film a video on the stuff that I've gotten that I love from them, but I haven't seen really good BoxyCharms lately when I see people unboxing them, so I'm not sure if it is what I should do. So anyway, here is my finished look. I hope it's okay. Like I said, the lighting seems pretty weird in this room right now, so I don't know if this is gonna work, but we'll try. I hope everyone has a great day. Please consider subscribing, and please comment down below any ideas you have for future videos. I hope everyone has a wonderful day.